So, I will note in hindsight, this probably would have been a good game to, show off the last batch of Explore bundles, but, well, I'll note this is basically past this point, but I got this on a bundle on, Humble Bundle. Paid $1.22 Canadian for it, so very good price for it. I thought about also getting other stuff in here, because, there's a lot of other good games that, I've been, thinking about, checking out, Cult of Simulator, and Thea 2 is Shattering, and even Imperial Rome. But, whatever. Let's just show off what this game's all about, shall we? Let's load it up and go from there.
And so it was said that if the pillars of the world shall fall, darkness will descend upon all that lives. From the Book of the Dark. Man did not heed this warning. The sacred cosmic tree burned to cinder. And so the darkness came, claiming all that was bright and living in Thea. When all hope was lost, after a century without light, the sun rose once more. Thea awakened from her dark slumber, and you along with her. But Thea is not the world that once was. The age of darkness weakens, but it is far from over. Life took its shy roots, yet death will not release its grip easily. While the sun keeps some of the evil in check during the fleeting days, at night, the creatures of darkness roam free and angry, unwilling to give up their dominion over the land. It is up to you to find a way to rebuild Thea, banish the darkness, and strengthen mankind.
Alright, so here's the intro for the game. So, welcome to Thea, the Awakening Return of the Giants. I'll note this is a game that, if you're very, seeing the more in-depth play of it, you'll basically want to check out Cornish Knight's channel because he actually did a playthrough for this game. I believe he got a free copy for the game as well, but, anyhow. I'll know that I basically picked up this game, of course, on Humble Bundle. And, well, part of the reason I basically picked it up was just to sort of, showcase it a little bit. Alright, so, I'll note the idea of, this game is that it's sort of like a 4X tied into a roguelike type of gameplay here. And at the start, you'll basically start with two gods so you can, take the, the role of, so to speak. These guys basically are randomly unlocked, so you might basically, start up the game, you might have, Zoria and, Horus basically unlock for yourself. Or, someone else. I have Zavar, Kier, and Morana basically unlock, so that happened for me. Now, I'll note that these guys basically have a sort of progress bar, where as they basically you basically play them in the game, you'll basically level these guys up, and to basically get bonuses for your your village focus, all that stuff. Down here you can basically pick up what type of village focus you want to basically have. I went with Garrus the first time, but let's just go with warriors this time around. There's also a difficulty slide here for difficult, normal, godlike. You can also customize it as you want. And alright, let's just jump into the gameplay and show what this game's basically all about. So there's my guy's description there, based on the god of death and rebirth. Oh yeah, down here you also see there's a tutorial button, so as you go through the game, wherever you want to, there's a tutorial button, basically click to get sort of in-depth description of what's going on.
Is awakened. Welcome. No time to waste. You are a deity of the High Pantheon, and you must help your worshippers survive the darkness. So what now, you ask? You are divine, yes, but you have little power, and so you will know the world through your people's eyes. This means sometimes you will encounter your own divine messengers, and maybe even face your own avatars. Weird, I know. Your first mission is to survive. Every critter is trying to make sure you stay down, so get food and craft better equipment to protect yourselves. You will guide your people to victory, either by sheer survival and progress, or by solving the Cosmic Tree's mystery.
Alright, so I'll note this is the tutorial for this game. And you can skip if you want to. So I'm the Dave, I already know these things, I don't need this talk. Skip tutorial.
Alright, now are you absolutely sure? There is no calling me back, you know. Also, when you have time, craft me 10 cooked, baked, or roasted food, any type. You may want to research some varieties as well to match your supplies. Also, leave these 10 crafted foods in the village until I show up. Remember to check the magical help button to read more. Yeah, I know more about any mechanics.
Alright, so yeah. Basically, here's the tutorial guide. Let's just skip them. Get some experience. Alright, so we're basically in the game here. We basically start off like on a 4X map, but it's a little bit different from your usual 4X type of games. I'll note that basically you have like one settlement and you don't actually get like more in this. And you basically have like, a group of like, well, you have like, you can have several groups basically of like, expeditions to like go out into the world and like do stuff. These guys basically like, are sort of like, cards basically in many ways. Like, you have like, different guys here. Apparently we got a medic here. Just check out what I have right here, by the way. So, on the bar you can see like the classes for these guys right here, like what they basically are. So here's like warrior right here in my village. Also got a couple of guys here apparently, and a craftsman. You also see like these guys have like different like equipment and like other stuff they basically make use of. There's like children. There's someone here. There's like a child. There's like a small child. All right, so. Before I actually get into like actually playing a game, I'll note the idea of like this game here, Thea the Awakening. You're basically trying to survive in like a world that's basically like under like the pressing like heel of like darkness, shall we say. And you basically don't know much about the world, but you're basically like going to play it and basically find out what's basically happened, what's going on, and how you can basically like restore like the balance of like the light and the dark, so to speak. Anyhow. I'll note there are basically a quest. We have to, craft like 10 food in here, so we're just gonna do some of this quickly right now. And we'll just basically craft a little food here. So, cook meals. I started with a little meat. Got a little bit of wood apparently. Actually, before we do anything else, let's just go quickly look at my guy here. So, unlike you can basically gather stuff in your village, you can basically gather wood. Apparently, I can gather a little bit of like vegetables here for like eating. I put these guys basically in here to basically get some vegetables there, so why not? Also, like split the tasks, one guy can do this, one guy can do that. Note that these guys basically, they have like, helpers and like, main guy basically does stuff. The main guy basically like, will give like the biggest boost, and like the helpers will basically like, I guess to give you like half like what they're basically capable of doing if like they weren't like the main guy. I also have like these craftsmen do stuff as well, but the craftsmen are better for like doing crafting, so yeah. I always do that, by the way. I'm not by like you go like up these tabs basically up here to do stuff, but not the best at, but whatever. All right, for a couple of turns, let's like make some stuff here. So we have a little bit of like string. We have like fur leather. We have like topaz. I probably got some leather. I can use this stuff to make like clothing and stuff. So make like a fur coat here. Make like a plain shirt. Now, not by like actually like use materials, so basically see like changes like what we're basically gonna make, and like the quality of basically what like it's gonna get. So you see like that's changing like the weight here using like the fur leather as opposed to like the regular leather here, right here. I think it also gives you like a little bit more armor basically from it too as well. You can see that down here, so. Oh, maybe not. Maybe not. No, that's good, no? Alright, well, let's just do it like this for now. We'll basically, you know, make like a leather shirt here. Now, I have no idea, like, what's the best, like, you know, optimal play for this game, by the way, just to throw it out there. We'll put the wrong guy in there. Let's go back to production here and make my, like, you know, gather basically do his gathering. So, I know you like what like the best, like, you know, performance for these guys basically are. So, maybe, like, one guy like, is, like, better for, like, you know, or, like, there's, like, some better strategies and, like, you know, what I'm doing here, but whatever. But my crafter here is, like, the one who's going to build, like, this, like, leather shirt. She's a warrior, by the way, this one right here, Janna. If I look at her, specifically, basically, you can see, like, you know, she's got, like, you know, a pavus apparently here, a hatchet, she's got a leather jerkin. And see up here, she's basically a warrior. Alright, I'm just thinking here what I want to do with these guys here. You know, I'm tempted to actually put her in my, like, my party, because I don't really need to have, like, a warrior basically in my settlement right now, so. I'll note that in these expedition screens, basically can, like, you know, manage the crews basically in the expedition and stuff like that, so. I can throw her basically over here, so basically have, like, an extra warrior in our like, you know, fighting party, instead of, like, having, like, everyone basically in the village like this. There's, like, some good things to basically doing this, some bad things, but, you know, whatever. Alright, so I got basically 6 days of food, and I got, like, you know, some fire here. Let's just, like, you know, up this a little bit more, I think. By the way, I know that, like, each of these, like, these people, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people. They each basically eat food by themselves, so. If I have, like, you know, 70, like, food here, I'll have, like, you know, 10 turns of, like, food right here. And if I drop this down, like, to 69, for example, that'll basically drop it down to, like, 9 days of food. So, each of these guys basically, like, you know, takes, like, a food to basically eat, like, each turn, so. I probably want to have, like, you know, $80 food, maybe for, like, 8 turns for us a little bit. I did it wrong, by the way. 77 food, rather. Leave this basically in the village and, like, you know, just go from here. Alright, so here's, like, my expedition down here. We're gonna basically do stuff with them. Let's just go map out the role a little bit, shall we? So, we'll move over here and see, like, what's in this, like, you know, ruin over here, perhaps.
You stumble across some ruins of an old city, engulfed in mist and mystery.
Alright, so basically, like, this adventure, you basically find a world map, so we can basically search this ruins, basically find something, so.
You open one of the buildings, a strange-looking stone and metal-built affair, and you hear a clunking noise, then a blunt thud. Before you are able to do anything, you see a skeleton charging your way.
Alright, so basically, like, you know, jump into these ruins, there's, like, a skeleton in here to fight. And let's just fight it. So, be in combat. Alright, so, I'll note the idea of this game is that, like, you know, you basically have, like, these cards as, like, you know, these characters here. And you basically have, like, a tactical hand, like a warrior hand. And you basically go to, like, the battle against, like, people like this. Probably threw his skeleton in, like, right there, but whatever, that's fine. Alright, let's see, we got, like, you know, get closer, and get closer. I was trying to think about how I want to basically do this, by the way, but, what I'm probably going to do, I'm going to throw basically, like, you know, Janna up first, because she's basically level 3. And we're just going to tell her to get closer with this guy here. Whoop! That's the wrong thing. Well, we have to move my guy from attack plan basically into combat. On the basically the idea is like you use like these guys like tactical abilities to like help your allies and actually it's the wrong ability. I want to get get like this guy to move like first action, but well I guess I didn't have that actually abilities just yet, but whatever. Well, that guy got closer, I guess, so that's fine. Let's see here. I think what we're basically going to aim to do here is just like throw these guys basically like, just in the battle for the most part. But if I want to like use like these guys' abilities to confuse these people to make them like, not able to basically fight me as well. I don't really need to, but something I could do. I also like shield ally and people I want to basically keep them protected and stuff like that, so lots of stuff I basically do. Let's see here. Pro's basically up next. Then him. Alright, so if you use that ability to like, push that guy through the first like, part of the queue. Basically the idea is like you use like your tactical cards to like, push like these guys like up or like, confuse them and stuff like that. Whereas that guy is closer, let's do it like this. Now, how this basically works is like these guys basically like, go into combat here and they'll basically like, fight who's basically like, next to him and like, the guys who are confused basically wait like a turn. And it'll basically like a two turn basic fair here, so let's just go through it. First fight phase. And they start fighting each other here a little bit. So there goes our hulking rat right there. There goes another hulking rat right there. There's a skeleton taking a hit. Another hit to a skeleton. And we go for fight phase again. Now, of course, she's gonna take a beating here, but well. Ooh, she died. Now, no, but it's kind of bad when you have your guys fall like this because what basically happens is that like they can be like wounded in combat, and that's basically how they get their wounds.
Search the buildings and discover a supplies store still intact.
So basically, like you can see like right here, she's been wounded, so she might die. And basically, what happens when it like are like wounded like this is that they might like heal over from the wounds, so to speak. So not great. Now, I know we've got some loot there. I can basically use it to like get these guys like better equipped and stuff like that. So. Got like a shield here, for example. There's a sword. So here's the one who basically got injured. You can see like she's been dropped down to like 0 like HP of 10, and basically that's possibly gonna kill her because if she's basically like that low, she might die from like her wounds. So apparently this is a bad quality sword here, by the way. Right now, I'm basically looking for weapons to see like what my light weapons basically are right now. So. Alright, well, no one's going to basically use that sword for a moment, but I do have an extra shield here. I can put on this guy for now, just to make him a little more beefy, I guess, my like craftsman or medic rider. It's very possible that my medic might be able to help my guy like keep alive, so we'll see how that basically goes for me. Now, I'll note basically over here, you can see like this guy will basically heal up like each turn. But if I want to become like heal faster, it's probably a better idea to like make camp. So let's make camp for a little bit. And let's let my like guy basically like heal up for a little bit there. Alright, my craft basically finished like picking out like leather armor, by the way, so if I go to like the equipment my sellers, so these guys here can basically like put the leather armor armor someone, so there we go. Now this guy's basically got some leather armor on him. A leather shirt rather. And I'll probably can like craft where I basically like want here, by the way, for the most part, so I can craft like more clothes here if I want to. Make like a fur coat, for example. Yeah, let's make a fur coat, because why not? That'll apparently take a little bit longer to make, so, you know, a little bit longer to make this one, but whatever, that's fine.
A small group of travelers passes by your village. You exchange basic supplies and talk. Because of your kindness, they tell you of a herbalist living in a solitary hut out in the wilderness. They say she can cure any poison and even heal wounds, for a price, of course. They give you a map to the herbalist's hut and depart on their journey.
So, great little way of basically healing up your guys like this herbalist, so... The herbalist is always basically nearby your village. You can basically go over there for like your guys to heal up if you need to. That's very important, by the way, later on, but whatever, that's fine. Now, I'll note at this point that she's not winning anymore because, like, you know, we let her like, heal up for a little bit, so... A lot more basically HP on her basically to fight, but... Gotta be careful with these guys because they basically, like, you know, have, like, only so much HP, and, like, you know, if they take a hit like that, they, like, can go down real fast. Alright, well, let's just keep going. We'll break camp. Let's go over here now.
You stumble across some ruins of an old city, engulfed in mist and mystery.
A search.
You search the ruins and find an interesting building to explore, but it seems half submerged in water. As you enter, a creature comes out from the waters to attack you.
Alright, so we have ruins in our water. We got some, like, you know, water creatures to fight. So there is a Utopic and a Warp Snake. Alright, well, let's begin combat. So I want to be very careful of her, by the way, so what I want to probably do is, like, you know, maybe have her in my tactical hand this time around. So let's reshuffle. And she's still in my offensive hand, but oh well. On the side, you can basically do, like, reshuffle these cards, like, you know, you can basically try to, like, get, you know, better guys from, like, the tactical hand to, like, the offensive hand, or the offensive hand to the tactical hand like that. But whatever, let's just keep in play. And this time around, let's just throw up this guy in here. He's got 10 armor, so he's going to take, a, you know, a lot less damage when he basically gets attacked here. Alright, I'll tell you, like, the initiative first games like decide randomly, so sometimes you might go first, sometimes the other guys might go first. Now these guys are actually going to attack me real hard here, so I'm trying to think what might be the best way of actually dealing with them. And what I'm probably going to do, by the way, we're going to throw this guy up with his, like, you know, fairly high HP. I'm going to shield him, so basically, like, these guys won't be able to do, like, you know, a whole lot of damage to him, like, you know, first time around. And hopefully this guy will be, like, the bash for this, so, like, this, like, you know, Utopic, so, you know, like, health and armor pretty fast as well, so we'll see how it goes. Oh, this guy has moved closer, apparently. So that happened. Let's see here. I feel safe enough to throw her into combat right now, so let's throw her right here. Warp Snake got moved in. And we're just gonna go boop. Boop. And boop. And by the way, note that because this guy has a shield, it gets a little bit of armor from it, so your equipment basically plays like a big part of like what this guy basically capable of doing in combat. And anyhow, let's see how it goes. So we fight. He takes a hit. He bashes her pretty hard, but he's gonna bash me hard. Boom, boom, boom. Now, don't buy one. They're like, they don't usually attack to like the right, but if there's something to the right, they attack left first, and then they attack to something like the offhand over there. So there we go, we're done. And this time didn't take any injuries this time, so that's nice.
Search the buildings and discover a supplies store still intact.
We got ourselves another weapon there, as well as some like, I believe crafted food there. So here's like the short story I just got. This thing's a little bit better than like, I think a lot of my other weapons perhaps. But I can like do like this to get a quick comparison, like, how to see like, it was like better for you, so. This has less shield appealing than my other stuff, so that's good to know. It's not a bad weapon, but it's not a great weapon, this one right here. I'm just gonna give her this because it'll give her a little more shielding. I'll not probably get like shielding from weapons as well as like, from like your armor, so. You want to get mix and match basically everything in this game for your character, so to speak. But I can make my healer just access to like, hit stuff real hard. So you can do it with him. Alright, well. We'll keep searching around these guys a little bit to see what we basically find, so. Move up here a little bit. And in my settlement here. We're still crafting this, but it's fine. Let's just check my gathering here. I'll make that fur coat and I'm gonna start crafting the food, I think, in the village. That'll be the plan, so.
An old
Now,
dwarf passes by your village, stopping only for a drink and a chat if you're willing.
Okay, so dwarf here. Sure, I'll have a drink with him.
You share a drink and some stories. As thanks, the dwarf tells you of an old mine he knows. He marks the location on your map.
Great.
He marks a route for a mithril mine.
Good, worth checking out. Alright, so there's a mithril mine over here. Now, by the way, in this game, there's like, wanting mods to like run around in this game, so. Over here, we got like a witch and a couple hulking rats near my village. So they could attack me if I'm not careful. And if they do, my village will be wiped out, I guess, but whatever. There's more stuff basically up here apparently, so you got like, some deformed bats, crazed beasts, and others. More stuff over there. And more stuff over here, so hungry and living. So that's like probably dead stuff. Now, don't bother, you can see like up here, also like little buttons basically popping up. Basically, just like, your like, information about what's going on. So you can see like these guys are leveling up over here. And as well as in my village. You can see like, what research basically I'm basically possibly getting. So, on the part I have like unspent research over here, basically like, just gathering up. I can use this basically to spend like, other stuff basically to get for myself or, stuff like that. There's crafting, so I basically craft stuff. But over here you can see like, other stuff basically get like resources and stuff. Basically right now I'm just like, letting it stockpile there for now. I'm not really interested in like doing anything else with the resources yet. I feel like overview is crafted food here now at this point, so cooked meals. Now the reason I basically got this video, I just get like, I'm mixing like the the meat here, so veggies and meat basically like, make like better like stuff. So there's like big oats right there, or jerky. Let's go for big oats right now. And we're just gonna set this to be like, let's see here. Let's make 10 big oats basically for now. I don't have like the wood basically for this, but we'll slowly get our wood basically as we go along here. Alright then, so let's see what these guys basically do to me. Sometimes these guys move, sometimes they won't move by the way, so they didn't move that time around, which is nice. Now, if I want to, I can actually attack these guys if you want, so let me do that. You can fight them straight up in a straight fight. You can use, like, you know, a trickery base to take them on or other stuff like that, so let's brew some poison and try and bait these guys a little bit. So we do, like, a Cure Sickness challenge here. Now, I know, by the way, like, with different challenges, you have, like, different, like, you know, sort of, like, ideas based on what you're basically trying to do. And basically what I'm doing here, we're, like, you know, we're just trying to, like, sicken these guys. So we're doing, like, a, sort of, like, a sickness challenge. Let's drop this guy down. It'll drop, basically, a card, basically, like, you know, just sort of, like, you know, I have to basically be here. And I could use like counterattack to get rid of this card, but oh well. It doesn't really matter who I drop down next, so let's just like get closer with him, I guess. Him. Then I Cure Sickness. Drop these guys in. One after the other. Yeah, this challenge won't be too difficult. We're just gonna mop these guys up and just be done with them, so. Fight phase, go. One hit. Two hits. This guy's gonna hit me now. Now let's finish him off. There we go. So basically, I execute my plan perfectly. The males eat the bait and they soon collapse in pain. So basically, I can do that. Basically, get like, you know, their loot without, like, you know, having like to worry too much about it. Now, the thing about using like those challenges is that like it's very useful to like avoid like getting like injured or like, you know, killed by the guys. You don't get as much loot for it, but you know. If you want to basically do that to, like, you know, avoid like taking like damage, it's gonna be a hard fight. I'll put this guy on him, like, you know, some armor for him. Hopefully my mech basically loads up like high enough to basically put some better stuff on him, but whatever, we'll see. Now let's go fight these guys over here. So killing undead fiends is a must, but better do it smart with some tactical fights. So you can do like a tactical challenge here. So with the sense of blood and sweat, you plan to lure something underway from your party and pick them all off. So basic idea here is like, you know, pick them one by one, so to speak, in like detail. So just use tactics, so to speak. Let's keep in play. Alright, so I haven't really been using this stuff here, but whatever. Let's go with this guy first. Alright, so there's something very interesting, by the way. I know there's like you know, sort of like experiment type of like, you know, attack space in this game, and how they basically attack like what's already in the field here. So this guy got attacked by like, you know, this like tactical card here, so that kind of sucks. He's got like an attack of 8, so it won't basically like take this guy out, but if like this guy basically hits him again, it's gonna suck. So what I want to do right now is maybe like, you know, get closer with this guy to like, you know, zero attack from this guy if I need to. And I can use like this confuse card basically to confuse this guy so he doesn't attack me in the first turn, so we'll do that. And now it'll basically lose his first turn to attack me, and this guy can like, you know, just go free reign on these guys. Doesn't have a spear attack from this guy. I figured that might happen because like, you know, this guy did as well, so that's done. Alright, this won't really be all that hard, but let's just drop these guys in. Now, I know this guy here says something about ally. I can use this to like, you know, increase this guy's attack. So this guy's got like an attack of like 8. I doubt we'll basically get this far, but you know, if it does, he's gonna smack this guy real hard. Let's fight. So we attack this guy a little bit. We attack that guy a little bit. Alright, well, maybe for the first like go of it, but whatever. There's an attack on this guy. There we go, we did the tactical challenge. So you literally on the way from the pack and pick them off one by one. Then I get their loot. Apparently I got myself a nice little necklace here I can put on my guy, so a small armor charm. So basically increase your gathering, your craft, and like, you know, concentration apparently. We'll put on this guy for now. Now, I haven't really been explaining a whole lot of stuff, but basically like, these guys, they have like different stats and stuff like that. And basically they have like different attributes that basically like, you know, will basically like impact like how they basically do like different challenges. So for example, they basically have like high will in this guy for example. I believe that makes him like better at tactics for example. And like, yeah, it's primary defense field for many challenges including social and hex. There's like speak here, basically like, you know, good for like, you know, social challenges, like do stuff often, you know, quick little bit. Here's like stealth. This is basically good for like, you know, help your guys basically like, you know, get in sneak attacks or like, you know, help your guys get in front of others, stuff like that. All these stats basically will play like a big part in what your guys are basically able to do. So you want to have like a balanced part of like, you know, what you're basically like, you know, aim basically do in the world. And let's just see here. Just producing stuff real fast. I guess for now I just want to keep getting like, you know, veggies and stuff, so we'll just get a few more veggies, I guess.
Yes, wonderful. You made your first batch of prepared food. No longer are you a mere scavenger. Now you can cook. Crafted foods are more efficient than the raw stuff.
Alright, he wants me to building next, so let's do that with him. So he wants me to construct like, you know, a building room of one here, so we're gonna have to basically get some like, you know, some wood here I guess. Some veggies for it. Some more cows basically for over here as well. I need 35 basically like, you know, material here to do this one, so we'll get some more like veggies and then we'll have this guy like, you know, focus on like getting the wood I guess for like, you know, that construction I guess. So it's a spire nest over here next. Now I'm really like going like, you know, with sickness and like taxes. Let's just fight these guys straight on here. And we'll begin combat. Now no bother, she's healing up as we go along here because like, you know, each turn she'll basically heal up a little bit. And she didn't attack this camp to his purpose this time, so you know, he's gonna avoid basically being attacked this time around. If I'm lucky. Alright, they filled malicious spire basically into play here. It's not gonna be able to attack me on the first go, so whatever. Let's throw you out. Yeah, this isn't gonna be tough at all, but whatever. Now, I don't know if I want to basically, like, you know, confuse these guys with, like, you know, confusion, but they're not really all much of a threat, so let's just get closer, so to speak. There we go. Let's see how it goes. Fight! 1 down. 2 down. 3 down. I mean, I, like, overpower these guys, like, completely, right? So, no challenge at all. We got better loot basically for our troubles, so we get some Spire Silk here. Get a Buckler. And let's keep on wandering around, so to speak, so why not? Let's keep looking around. And by I can like research more stuff if we want to. Now, don't bother, there's like, more advanced stuff you basically find, like these tech trees, so you basically get like, better resources and such. So, for example, I could try and find some skilled leather here. So, learn me over telling Rawhide, blah blah. When I basically like research this, you'll actually find like a resource for it and like get some units for it. So, let's confirm. And I know like just some like skilled leather basically like get over here if I want to. But there's like definitely resources on the map basically like you can collect. So there's like iron, there's like clay, lots of stuff basically like find if you need to. There's some seaweed. And apparently up here I got some meat I basically collect if I want to. I don't think to like capture these resources you have to like camp with like your like external parties. So that's something you sometimes have to do, but whatever. Those guys are just like, having fun, I guess, but whatever. Let's just go back here a little bit. I don't like to being around my village when I like, have like no defenses in there, so to speak, so. We're just gonna like, just come back to knock them off, I think. I need wood, by the way, so I'm just gonna drop these guys both from wood for now. She's still crafting up a storm, but well, when I get to wood, I'm just gonna get this going, I guess. Now, you should probably know, by the way, if you want, you can actually split these guys to like have like different expeditions if you want to. So you can actually have like multiple expeditions if you want to. For example, I could do this with these guys right here and like have like two different sets of parties, so to speak. I'll just basically transfer some food over there to these guys so they basically can get, be fed for a few turns. So I can do this if I want to. And I have two separate expeditions basically around the map, so to speak. Huzzah! You gotta like weight limits on these guys, by the way, so I'm just gonna transfer some stuff over them, so a little bit more even on their weight. And apparently spiders nests appear really fast over here, so that's interesting. Alright, so one of these expeditions is basically gonna head over here. And I'll send like the other guys basically down here to like, do these guys here if I want to. They're slowly just still crafting up like crazy, so that's fine. Alright, so let's attack these guys. We got Witch and a few hulking rats. Alright, so let's just keep in play. Alright, so let's throw out the first guy here. And see what the Witch basically does. So I'll note that they're throwing up the hulking rats basically to like absorb blows here before like, throw up their Witch, I guess. Not that it's gonna help them, but that's what they're gonna do, I guess. Let's throw you up. And yeah, let's get closer. there's the witch. Now, she did that wrong because if they put the witch up first, we would have got the first attack on me, like, you know, the, spirit arrow, but whatever. They're just gonna attack me and just get slaughtered, so to speak. There was that rat. There was that rat. There's a witch taking a hit. There we go. Alright, so there we go. We got some, like, you know, letter, some food. Some, minced meatballs, apparently. Now, if you want to basically all resolve your, fights, basically, to, like, you know, win them. You'll basically break down, like, what happened, like, you know, if you got any loot or if you got any injuries. As you can see here, it's all resolved, like, you know, not that hard. Now, I'll note that based on the map, there's, like, you know, these little, like, blue things popping up. These are, like, quests you basically can go after if you want to. I guess I'll probably, like, you know, want some of you guys basically to, like, do all these quests if I can, so. Let's just gather these guys up into, like, you know, one big party. But if you want to, like, merge these, like, you know, experiences, I believe, somehow. There we go. One expedition, so to speak, all together again. I have 3 days of food, by the way, so I may want to go back and get my food, so to speak, sorted out. That's something to note, by the way. You may have to send, like, your Garrus basically out to, like, get, like, food basically, like, you know, from resources basically out here at some point, so. We're just gonna go back here, I think. We'll join up. And you can see, like, you know, there's like 10 hammers basically, like, you know, Osteo now here. Well, I can start the pass if I want to, but what I really need to do at this point is we need to make ourselves a new expedition, basically, to, like, you know, go out and basically, like, you know, collect some, like, meat and stuff, I think, out there at some point. Here's the inventory, by the way, so. Like, I have, like, this little bit of food here, and I just have, like, you know, some, like, you know, cooked meals and stuff, but we need better than this at some point. So, what I want to basically probably do at this point is. She's split up at this point. We're going to basically throw our crafters basically out into the world to, like, you know, gather stuff for me, I think. Yeah, they're basically done stuff in here, that's fine. So, we'll basically send our guys basically out into the field. You can actually do this, by the way, whenever you want. You can send your guys basically out to, like, do stuff. Just throw us out there with them. We'll give them a couple of guards basically here to, like, you know, keep them alive, so. You can stay here, I think, Mr. Crafter. We'll throw them out like this, so. And we're just doing, like, sending these guys basically out to, like, you know, gather food basically for us for the most part, so. There we go. We'll give them, like, you know, 6 days worth of food. Give them a little bit of lumber. I was just gonna quickly, like, drop this, like, you know, leather vest in someone, so. Let's see here. Huh. Whoops. Oh, I see what's going on. I actually have to move these guys out before I can equip them, right? So. I can move these guys like this, and I can equip them like, you know, with the fur coat over here. There we go. There's a fur coat with my gatherer. Yeah, I was gonna send these basically up here to gather like wheat and like, you know, seaweed and like fish, I guess, for now. Meanwhile, in the you know, the place here. That's enough for the biggos, I think, for now. Let's get ourselves an expedition basically going on here, I think, so. Maybe we'll throw like the warrior and like the medic. These guys are just gonna look around to basically see what's basically around me for the most part right now, so. That'll be their job. There was just given 5 days of food basically just to look around my summit, so to speak, so. They're not really here to like, you know, fight, just like here to like, you know, just scout out for me for a little bit. Huh, more ruins over there. Nice. And then in my summit itself, by the way, we're just going to, just have my other guys just gather here. Now, these guys aren't like the greatest for gathering and stuff like that, but, you know, they can do some stuff here. Alright, so, let's pass our turns.
It is time for the Night of the Goat, a feast in honor and reverence of the ancestors and forefathers, the so-called Zeadi.
Begin celebrations.
You set a table with food and drink, set bonfires in a circle, and begin festivities. But this night, the Zeadi actually appear before you. One, an elder bearded man, speaks with a heavy, coarse voice. You have done us proud, grandchildren. Now we shall cleanse you of any curses you carry. And if your souls are ever burdened by the filth of dark magic, come to a city we once called home and seek us out. And if you prove yourselves worthy, you may be cleansed once more. The Zeadi all nod in agreement, then disappear.
Alright, so, there's like, you know, little events like this that happen. Gets me some more experience and stuff like that, and gets our quest base to start. I want to get these NPCs up here, I guess, so. Let's get over here. My gatherers. I'll make camp. So here everybody's to gather like, you know, some seaweed, some like, you know, fish, and like some like, you know, wheat here, or straw rather. So you can gather some fish for me. You can gather some seaweed for me. And these guys just like, you know, sort of like sit around with like, you know, getting some straw, I guess. I actually think I'm probably putting them over there for the seaweed, but whatever. Actually, you know what? No, that's fine. So basically, you guys basically gather like, you know, some seaweed, fish, and straw basically for me. So that's basically a job for a little bit. I'm planning to search these ruins, even though it's probably a bad idea of like the small little party I have, but you know. I was doing like a sort of like showcase of what this game basically all about here.
You stumble across some ruins of an old city. You search the ruins and find an...
Alright, so we have like in our utopic, some more snakes again. So this will be a little bit more challenging because I basically have like a smaller party, so... They could easily like, you know, just bump me, so to speak. Yeah, if 20 attack, this guy's gonna hurt a lot if he hits me, so not great. Now, not if I want to like, easily use cards like confuse this guy, for example, it's like, you know, make him less prone to like hurt me here, so we can do that. Throw you basically into combat. And Just rough snakes pop out, that's fine. You make one of the rough snakes get closer, apparently, that's fine. You can go. Let's show off, like, you know, a little bit, like, you know, or, like, you know, pet to come, shall we say, because, you know, we're gonna have, like, you know, an interesting fight here, so to speak. We get attacked again. This one's really gonna hurt, by the way, because, you know, she's gonna lose all her health basically here, but whatever. There's that guy. Let's reshuffle this. I want this guy in the front, so to speak, so. There we go. Keep him play. He'll go first. Don't throw in a medic. And let's wipe him out easily enough. Alright, so taking our injury there.
You search the buildings and discover a supplies store still intact.
So I get all their loot, my guy gets, like, you know, heavily injured, so to speak. Let's do this again. By the way, note that I'm, like, next to some wood here, so I can gather these guys if I want to, so. Gather for me. Hooray! I feel like it's like Craft has a little bit, or Mech has a little bit of gathering on him, that's nice to see. We got some equipment for that, you know, last little bit there, so. If I want to, maybe put, like, better armor on these guys, so. Put that on him. That's even better armor than what's currently available, so whatever. Wow, this guy's weak, so to speak, but whatever. The mech's job isn't really like to fight, it's basically to help my other guys, so that's what he'll do. Alright, so it's an encounter in my village. So, a small pond in my village, you send your other party to check it out. When we get there, it looks normal, but it seems very quiet, almost too quiet. Hey, look at that, we got some seaweed. That's nice. And I feel like some hunger and living popped up nearby, so that's a thing. Now, note by the way, at this point, both my, like, expeditions are camped. I'll note by the way, like, she's basically, like, you know, healed up a little bit, so she's not going to die this turn around, so that's nice. And if I basically go to the gathering window for these guys, because these guys are, like, you know, currently gathering for me. You see, like, this guy's just slowly, like, you know, picking up some wood for me, so let's spend a little bit of time against wood with these guys, I guess, because why not? These guys are slowly producing, like, fish and, like, seaweed and stuff like that over here with me. Now, don't bother, these guys aren't going to go hungry because they're basically, like, actually getting food, so. You know what, should be fine up front. But you have to watch out for this guy because he only has, like, you know, so much, like, you know, stuff over here for himself. And there's also someone over here as well, too, because, you know, someone also has, like, you know, food issues and such. They're getting stuff over here. Alright, so this guy got some fish for us. You know what, he can keep getting fish for us, because why not? That's fine. I'll let these guys get, like, you know, never, like, helping wood and, like, you know, be on our way with them.
Thea is not an easy place to grow up in, but alas, grow up we must. One of your children has matured into a young adult and is ready to join your village and rebuild Thea.
I'll know as you go along, basically, you get, like, you know, more, like, guys basically, like, join your guys here, so I get myself, like, you know, a gatherer, I get myself, like, a crafter or a warrior,
Becoming an adult is an important rite of passage. The whole village celebrates this joyous occasion.
I'll get the Garrett because I basically need
Places a
to
food
resources right
offering
now,
at the
so
altars of their gods, in thanks and in hopes for a good future.
I'll lose my child, but basically get ourselves another, like, you know, villager basically make work of. So, that's this guy right over here. You can see, like, you know, if I always check out this guy's got, like, you know, no equipment on him at all. He's completely, like, you know, naked, so to speak. Or even like a weapon. And we're gonna drop this guy basically do some stuff for us now if I want to, so you can get me veggies if I want him to. Or wood if I want him to. Also help with like, getting the bones if I want him to. Lots and lots of bones if I want him basically too. You know what? Let's just get some bones. I'm not really like hurrying basically for like, you know, food right now, so. Well, actually what I want to basically do is get like the wood, right? So basically do construction and such. So at some point I want to build this up here. I'll need to get a craft base to work on this, but you know, I do have a couple crafters basically in here basically do that with if I need to. Yeah, let's just get a craft base now, I think. So we'll throw with a craft base into like, you know, doing this one right here. We'll just get to work on this. And you know, we got enough wood basically for these guys, so let's just pack up and like go with these guys a little bit more. I only have like, you know, so much food and like, you know, stuff like that to work with here. Now, no problem at night, by the way, it gets a little very dark. You can't really see around yourself very well, but you know, you can still like technically explore a little bit. So you go like tile by tile, like so. Note, by the way, like you can see, like, you know, as I can travel around, it basically like, has like question marks, but I, like, you know, can't see where I'm going. Still getting stuff over here with these guys, so that's fine. Oh, and a counter. Alright, so apparently some snakes basically attack me in darkness here, so I should be able to deal with these guys easily enough. Nope, I just gotta like heal up because, like, you know, I had enough time being camping there for her to heal up quite a bit, so. Before you out. Alright, that should be good enough for now. I get attacked. We attack back. We attack again. Oh! That's a massive attack to him. Now, note that guy didn't die like in combat this time around, so he's just gonna be wounded this time around. So he doesn't have like the, like, you know, he's heavily wounded or anything like that. He's just like, you know, he's just got a small wound basically, so to speak. That's all that happened to him. Now, note by is like the game progresses, you have like, you know, more powerful like tombs and stuff like that pop up. So now I got like a skeleton tomb up there. Eventually, like, you know, more powerful like, you know, other stuff basically pop around as well. Nope, up here you have like a day and night cycle, so now we're like in a daytime, so to speak, at this point. And let's just all resolve this. Actually, these guys are a little bit different. Let's bring in combat. Reshuffle. Well, keep him play, I guess. You'll go up first. Yeah, I was afraid that these guys actually have a little bit of attack on them, so they can actually hurt me a little bit. We'll send you basically up now. Now what I'm going to basically do with this guy here, so I'm going to shield my finger with my other allies, so we'll do a nice little bit of defense here. Let's see what this guy basically does. I'm taking some massive hits right here, by the way, but hopefully we'll survive. Oh, he attacked him. That's not great. Ow. There goes the broken skeleton. Down he goes. This is like the problem, like having a small party. It's like, you know, you're gonna basically just get smashed, so to speak, in a way. So you guys went first this time around, apparently. You can go for next, I think. Now let's get closer to you over here, I guess. We'll see how this one goes. He gets attacked. He attacks the zombie. Gets attacked again. He attacks the zombie. There we go. We win. Alright, so that time he's actually like, you know, heavy wounded, so, you know, actually arrested basically first guy again to basically keep him alive, etc, etc. You basically have like a probably good idea of like what this game basically is going to be all about. You basically are like managing like some of like, you know, a group of survivors. You like go around exploring like the map. You have like little card battles for, like, you know, enemies and stuff like that. And I'm not bother if I want to. I basically like, you know, quit right here and basically like, get like, you know, knowledge points. Basically how this game basically works is like, you know, as you basically play, you'll basically like, get like, you know, more and more like you know, you'll get more experience for your gods basically, and you'll use that to like level up your gods for like the, you know, following playthrough, so to speak. I'm gonna save and quit by a new game here. On the basically is it does go like the sort of like really trope where like, you know, you only have like one game at a time. So if I basically like starting a new game here, for example, it will actually end my old game there. So basically, you know, now our game's being ended, you have like, you know, make your experience from like the last event. That's what basically happens. Anyhow, that's Thea the Awakening. Note that this is a game that, like, you know, if you want to basically see out more about this, I go recommend checking out, of course, Nice Basically channel, because, you know, he did like a full plays for the game. But you know, other than that, hope you guys basically enjoyed the quick little, like, you know, showcase what the game's basically all about, and take care.